Hello everybody and welcome to Race 1, Round 4 here at Brands Hatch for the MVP Bimmer series. Equal Pants gets his first pole position of the series with M&T Samuel alongside him on the front row. Then comes Tall Stu, TK Spadders, KB, LS Deno, Fat Pickles Bro, Adam MVP, Pilo, Bazinga, Racer Snake, Marshall, Steve Stones and Ralabam rounds out the grid. Two drivers unable to make this round, which is West and Thundercat, but hopefully we'll have a great race here to come. Equal Pants will be starting from pole position the first time this season. Alongside him on the front row, M&T Samuel, as the engine notes begin to rise here at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Lights go out and we're rated. It's a good start for Equal Pants, and same too with M&T Samuel. Kim Spadders looks like he's got off to a sluggish one as KB looks like he's alongside. Through turn one they go, and Equal Pants holds on to the lead with Samuel trying to challenge into Druids, but doesn't manage to get there, and KB, Tall Stu and LS Den are all jostling for position as they swing through Graham Hill Bend for the first time. But it is Equal Pants that leads, M&T Samuel second, then comes KB as they swing through Surtees and into McLaren, and Samuel trying to challenge as they exit McLaren and then through Clark Curve, but it is Equal Pants leading the way as Samuel's looking towards the inside as they exit the first lap, and into lap number 2 up the inside is Samuel and Equal Pants. Will he get the switchback coming towards Druids as they exit Paddock Hill Bend, and he has got the switchback to the side by side now into Druids, and he's got through, but Samuel with the switchback, and they're side by side once again as they head down the hill towards Graham Hill, but Equal Pants just about holds on to Samuel second, and now KB's on their rear. So KB there in third. Fourth position is Tall Stu with TK Spadders up to fifth as he's made his way past LS Deno. Equal Pants defending to the inside through McLaren and swinging through Clark Curve, and KB's looking like he wants to challenge M&T Samuel. Swinging through Clark Curve and crossing the line once more, and this is going to be a ferocious battle as we go through Paddock Hill for lap number 3. Equal Pants leading, and M&T Samuel's got his mirrors full of a charging by a parcel driver in the name of KB. Is missing the apex there slightly was Equal Pants, and now M&T Samuel's back on him once again, so the pressure is well and truly still on, and M&T Samuel looking now as they head towards Surtees. A little bit of the flip-flop through the left, through the right, and then as it opens back up again and then tightens up, and Samuel doing a wire line, maybe to a good exit, but Equal Pants nails his and just about holds the advantage. Down the main straight once again, and you got, I think that's like the top 7 all seem to be in the same shot. It is Equal Pants, M&T Samuel, KB, 36, Tall Stu, TK Spadders, LS Deno, Fat Pickles, Fat Pickles Bro, and Adam MVP. So it's actually the top 8 that is separated by one small piece of space. But Equal Pants still leading the way here as they go through Surtees into McLaren as it tightens up on itself, and this exit is very crucial because you want to get a good exit and be able to hold the inside line to defend into Paddock Hill Bend, which is one of the major overtaking spots, especially if you get a good exit out of as up the inside goes Samuel. Equal Pants looking to go hold it round the outside and does so. There was a little bit of contact through the middle of the apex. KB now looking at the inside into Druids and gets there. Tall Stu trying to get involved as well, and TK Spadders looked like he was looking to get involved there as well as he's up the inside. Is TK Spadders on Tall Stu, but it is Equal Pants holds on to the lead with KB now into second. M&T Samuel holds on to third. Drops down to third with TK Spadders up to fourth. Tall Stu, LS Deno, Fat Pickles Bro and Adam MVP. That's your top 8. KB is now under pressure once more from M&T Samuel as Samuel's looking towards the inside. KB's ferociously trying to shake him off, but Samuel looking to break as late as he possibly dares through Paddock Hill, but KB holds on around the outside. Now they come into Druids, and now M&T Samuel's under pressure from TK and Spadders, and Spadders now moves up into third spot, so Spadders is on the move and he's now on the back of KB 36, but Samuel's not giving up as he looks towards the inside into Graham Hill. Ben doesn't manage to do it, and now he's under pressure from Tall Stu and Ellis Deno. Ellis Deno's there as well, but M&T Samuel is there in 4th spot with Ellis Deno and Fat Pickles Bro. Adam MVP rounds out the top 8 as they swing through Clark Curve down the main straight, and Nickel Pants across the line for yet another lap. And we're going to have lots and lots of these laps going thick and fast as Nickel Pants just about holds on to his advantage. And all this battling is also going to allow these guys to stay in one big pack, as a little bit wide there from Tall Stu, and they're side by side is Tall Stu and Ellis Deno through Graham Hill. What absolute great racing from those two, and it looks like Ellis Deno's managed to hold their advantage. But so Ellis Deno's up into 5th spot, but he's got a bit of space now to try and chase down M&T Samuel. But it is now Ickle Pants leading the way, KB in 2nd, TK Spatters, M&T Samuel, Ellis Deno, Fat Pickles Bro, Adam MVP, and Tall Stu's had some sort of incident. He's gone off somewhere or rather, because he has dropped down the field, and now Racing Snake's up in 8th spot, but he's not part of this lead group, as Ickle Pants ferociously is trying to hold on to this race lead with KB, and we're not even halfway through this race yet, and we already had an awful lot of action. But Ickle Pants holding on to the advantage, with KB trying to challenge, not into McLaren this time, but KB will be certainly looking to find some way by, as Samuel's now closed right onto the back of the TKM driver of TKM Spatters. So it is actually, it's the Mac driver of Ickle Pants leading the way, the biparcel driver of KB in 2nd, as challenging into Druids maybe. No, can't get there just about, but they're going to be side by side towards Graham Hill Bend. It will be KB on the outside, Ickle Pants on the inside, and TK Spatters looking to get his nose involved as well. And it's a good exit there from KB, and he's looking towards the inside into Surtees, side by side through Surtees. Is that going to work? Just about. KB take the lead. Oh, there's contact. Ickle Pants hits the back, holds up TK Spatters now, and round the outside goes M&T Samuel. He's up into 2nd and now trying to challenge for the lead. KB's there in 4th. TK Spatters has dropped to 4th as they go 3 abreast into Paddock Hill Bend. Surely this is not going to work. KB looks like he's got the advantage as Ickle Pants and TK Spatters gets to switch back, and he gets through on Ickle Pants, and Ickle Pants is now trying to fend off Ellis Deno, who's up the inside, and M&T Samuel's on the outside. 3 wide once again through Druids. Ellis Deno's up into 5th, up into 3rd. Ickle Pants drops down to 3rd, and a big slide there from Fat Pickles Bro, and Adam MVP's up into 6th after that. So let's have a look at the run back once again. So KB has now taken the lead from Ickle Pants, with TK Spatters now in 2nd. Ellis Deno in 3rd. 4th position is Ickle Pants, with M&T Samuel hustling the rear end of his car, and Adam MVP is there 6th, and Fat Pickles Bro in 7th. But any one of these 7 drivers can win this race. We're just about halfway through now, and KB is under a lot of pressure. There's a little bit of a twitch there on the exit of Druids, and TK Spatters is right on the on the exhaust pipe, breathing in the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and water vapour, whatever comes out the back of a BMW Z4, as he backs up very much to try and stop TK Spatters from getting the switch back on the exit of McLaren and through Clark Curve, and he actually does that successfully, as they now swing towards Paddock Hill, and TK Spatters has a slightly shallower line to say to Ellis Deno, don't challenge me, I'm trying to take this lead from KB, as side by side as M&T Samuel takes the 4th spot from the Ickle Pants pole position. Of course, he gets 3 points added on to his championship tally, so it's still been a decent run for him, and he's 3 points ahead of where he could have been, as once again KB trying to back up, park the bus and try and stop the drivers behind from getting the switchback on the exit of McLaren, and he manages to do it successfully, but he's got the 2 drivers hustling his rear end through Paddock Hill once more. TK Spatters looking for a way by, and defending into Druids is KB, and then LS10 are looking to go around the outside. TK Spatters through Druids, can't find the room, and again another moment there from KB. TK Spatters looking towards the inside into Graham Hill. There's a bit of contact through the middle of the apex, and now LS10 is getting involved, and flashes of lights there from KB in frustration. LS10 is up into second place. MT Samuel's looking to get through. And into... Oh, there's contact! More contact! TK Spatters is off. LS10 is taking the lead, and someone's gone for a spin. Someone else is on the gravel there as well. Let's have a look at the replay. So here's KB, and there's contact between LS10 and TK Spatters. TK Spatters has to revert to the gravel. KB, now that was a bit odd. He went for a spin there. Let's have a look at them. Adam MVP. So looking up the inside is Pants. He clips KB, takes him for a spin, and then Adam, because of the concertina effect, clips him wide. There you go, just a little bit of concertina up, and LS10 unfortunately just clips the back of TK Spatters, and also Spatters going wide through Surtees. He would have been extra careful, and it's just a bit of unfortunate contact. Yeah, so after that sort of chaos, LS Deno now leads the way with M&T Samuel second, Adam MVP in third, then comes Fat Pickles Bro with TK Spatters in fifth, KB in sixth, with Marshall and Pants has dropped down to eighth. So calamities for Pants. He was doing so well with pole position and battling with the front guys, and just gets a bit caught up with all the concertina effect after the contact with LS Deno and TK Spatters. These sort of incidents happen, especially with such a close group, and also on such a circuit as Brands Hatch Indy. There's not many places to find an overtake, and now the way this stands, M&T Samuel's going to have a massive lead in the championship, as his closest rival in the championship, TK Spatters, is now down to fifth spot. It's still catchable from here, obviously, and we've still got 5 more races to go after this, as Samuel looking towards the inside into Paddock Hill, but decides better of it. LS Deno holds the racing line and holds on to the lead for now, and it looks like a battle is starting to brew for third spot, where we've got 2 Pro-Am drivers of Adam MVP and Fat Pickles Bro. They're in third and fourth, with TK Spatters trying desperately to try and consolidate and try and gain as many points as possible after the incident. So we'll see if he can catch and challenge the podium spots. But I think the battle for the lead will be between these two, unless it gets very elbows out, and then that will allow the drivers of Adam MVP and Fat Pickles Bro to close up. But it's a bit wide there from Adam MVP, so he's going to be under pressure from Fat Pickles Bro, and LS Deno is having to defend from M&T Samuel as they come through Druids. And now into Graham Hill, but he just about holds on. So LS Deno there leading the way, and here is now what is a three-way battle for third spot. So Adam MVP is having to fend off Fat Pickles Bro, and that has allowed TK Spatters to close up. So we have the Godfrey's driver versus the Infinity Decals driver versus the TKM driver as they cross the line once more on lap number 18. And it's worth mentioning as well, with Pants, he's doing very well and was battling with the best of them as a Pro-Am driver, and getting pole position against the grid of these drivers is no easy feat, as TK Spatters is looking up the inside into Graham Hill, doesn't manage to get the job done, decides better of it and slots back into fifth spot. And we've got yellow flags into this last sector. I'm not quite sure what's happened there, as it's a bit wide there from both Adam MVP and Fat Pickles Bro through McLaren, and then through into Clark Curve. And just about holding on is Adam MVP, and we've also got battling going on for the lead between LS Deno and M&T Samuel. We'll probably switch over to that in a second, as It looks like it's a bit of a defensive line there from LS Deno through Druids, but Adam MVP's having to do the same thing as Fat Pickles and TK Spiders is challenge as much as they can through Graham Hill. And oh, big moment there from Fat Pickles. Oh, it's clipped. Spiders has hit the wall. Fat Pickles goes for a grass track, and KB's up into third. What's happened there? So TK Spiders hits the wall. He's hit it hard, so he's probably got engine damage. But that has allowed KB up into 4th spot. So Adam MVP has pretty much got 3rd spot in the bag. But LS Deno just has a few more laps to try and hold on to this lead, and TK Spiders isn't in the top 8, so that's good news for MNT Samuel in the championship, and that will probably put KB into 2nd as well, especially with West unable to make it to this round as they go through the left and the right of Surtees and McLaren as it tightens up on itself, and LS Deno doing a slightly more defensive line, but he still gets a good drive and holds on to the advantage as we're now heading into the last lap. And LS Deno holds the lead advantage with Adam MVP is there in no man's land in 3rd, with KB 4th, Fat Pickles in 5th, with Toolstew, Pilo and Marshall in 8th, as Pilo and Marshall just crossed the line now. But LS Deno holding on as they come through into the last 2 corners, clipping the curb, and will now have to do a slightly defensive line into the last corner. Can he hold on? And it's going to be the drive to line, and it looks like LS Deno will have the job done. So LS Deno is going to come through to take the win to M&T Samuel, with Adam MVP will come home in 3rd, with 4th position KB with Fat Pickles coming home in 5th.